18 of a possible 25. Just remember, these two quarter-finals, Ronnie O'Sullivan and Mark Williams, and on the other table, Sean Murphy and Peter Ebdon, are played to a conclusion here tonight. At the end of the evening, only 4 men will be left in this championship. We will know the lineup for the semi-finals, which start tomorrow. Well, 10-6, we thought Ronnie was really going to sail away with this because he had a fantastic afternoon session, but Mark Williams has clearly had other ideas. And Mike, this is bubbling up to quite a conclusion, is it not? Similar to the way in which the first match to be concluded bubbled up, the one involving Graham Dott and Neil Robertson.
Absolutely. You know, Ronnie played very well this morning to win 6-2 in that session. No, this afternoon it was, wasn't it? Of course, they were playing afternoon and evening. Wow. And he played tremendously well, and to lead 10-6. But obviously, Mark started very well here this evening. He's taken the first 2, and if he takes this one, it's game on.
Eight.
No, cracking red from, cracking yellow from Ronnie.
Well, he can, have I got my sums right? He can tie the frame and take it to a respot, Mike.
13.
That puts him 22, 22 behind, 22 on the table.
17. 22. 28.
So, this black to tie the scores and send this frame into a respotted black.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 35.
Oh, Mark made the running there, but Ronnie came back at him at the end. So,
trying to call it, Ron?
The coin being tossed.
It's a head, it's your choice.
Mark's won the toss and predictably put Ronnie in for the respot.
Well, let's put it to the side cushion.
Well, that's a bit dangerous.
Ooh, well, I'm not quite sure what Mike was trying there. That was an awful shot. When did he take the white away down the table?
Well, surely Ronnie's going to take this on, and left-handed too. It's in. Well, a left-handed shot to clinch a respotted black, and that moves Ronnie O'Sullivan to within 2 frames of a place in the semi-finals. He now leads Mark Williams by 11 frames to 8. Once again to the Crucible Theatre, and as you can see, this is a full house tonight. Not too surprising for the last evening of the quarter-finals. And Peter Ebdon and Sean Murphy locking horns on the other table, whilst we are concentrating on Ronnie O'Sullivan and Mark Williams. And Ronnie within 2 frames of a place in the semi-final. He does lead the head-to-heads over Mark by 15 to 8 in previous confrontations. They've been many and various over the years. And Ronnie, of course, slightly more experienced here at the Crucible too. This is Ronnie's 14th visit, whereas it's only Mark's 10th. Having said that, they have both lifted the title here on 2 occasions.
Frame 20, Mark Williams to break.
So frame 20 out of a possible 25. This one, of course, is the one before the mid-session interval. Mark needs to win it, perhaps slightly more badly than Ronnie needs to win it. That was a very curious shot he played on the respotted black to leave it cuttable into the right corner. He took a bit of a pounding in the afternoon session, which Ronnie won 6 frames to 2 to go from 4 apiece to 10-6. A string of good breaks from the world number 1.
Well, I'm only sending this red down the table. This is definitely cuttable. Well played. Hang on. Oh.
That's bad luck.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 4.
No, it's desperately bad luck. Cannoning off the yellow.
Well, that's not the best shot he's played this week. Well, in the last 2 weeks, actually. It's only coming up to 2 weeks.
One. Six.
Well, that was a very bad contact he got there. You might have seen the red jump off the bed of the table. Watch this and the cue ball. Bang, they both jumped there, and that white really should have been beyond the line of the blue. And look where it's finished, way out. So, round the houses, so to speak. Oh, that's okay.
That's perfect.
12.
I thought for a minute the various cannons were going to send the white back into the middle of all of those, but
13.
couldn't have finished better. No.
21. $28. 29.
He really needs this frame. Doesn't want to go into the mid-session interval 12-8 behind, with Ronnie just needing one more. Oh, he certainly put some welly into that, didn't he? But it stuck a little, and I'm not sure he's on anything.
36.
Well, he did have that open red to play on, chose to go into them, but it's just don't eat the cue, you might need it in a little while. Should have had a sandwich before he came out. That was really unlucky for the cue ball to stick there. Yes, he's still got one on to this right corner, but it's not easy. We'll need the extension, and well, he can stretch over for it actually. Great shot. Oh. Great shot.
37.
Well, once again, he's chosen to go into them at pace.
42.
Again, I don't think he's had the best of luck. Okay, there is a red on down across the table into the left centre, but it's not an easy angle. There's also the red cuttable into the green pocket, but he doesn't want to be taking too many risks at this stage of the match. Well, he went for it, and he got it. Again, though, he's not in the best of positions. He's really having to work hard here. Easiest pot, of course, is the pink, but it's such a risky shot to take on at this stage of the game.
Well, I don't know what standard you play at your club, Mike, but if that pink was easy, I'd hate to see a tough one.
I simply said it was the easiest of those available.
Well, tried to stick the yellow in the middle. Just overdid it, actually.
I didn't think you could get that close with it. Now then, Ronnie's called for the extended rest.
It's 1. Three.
Well, An unexpected miss. He doesn't want
Ronnie
that to
O'Sullivan,
come down.
3.
Well, now then, that's the worst place it could have landed. Matt was still on another red, but this is much easier, of course. That really was a bad miss. He didn't play a good shot off the yellow. He needed to just screw the white back another foot or so, leave himself straight on that red. But even so, expected him to get that one. If he'd have got that frame there, Ronnie, he knew that he was virtually in the semi-final. But if Mark wins this frame from here, he'll fancy the job.
8.
He was completely shut out this afternoon. Ronnie winning that session 6-2, absolutely flew. He had the odd half chance mark, but wasn't able to take it. He was pretty much glued to his chair. Well, that one wobbled a bit. But he would be thinking tonight, well, this is a different session. This could be my session. This will be my session.
Well, he's very close now to making this his frame. Ronnie's still looking for 2 more for a place in the last 4.
15. 16.
So now past the snooker's required
23.
position.
$24.
Well, that should make absolutely certain that it's going to be 11-9.
Foul.
It's just screwing off in the
Ronnie
middle.
O'Sullivan 4, Mark
Well,
Williams 24.
I think he's
and the
conceding
frame.
the
And the
frame.
frame, yeah. So they reach their mid-session interval with just 2 frames separating them. Ronnie needing 2 more for victory. Ronnie O'Sullivan leading Mark Williams by 11 frames to 9. On British summertime. Look at the audience here. They can't wait to see these 2 heavyweights of the game, 2 of the biggest names in the world of snooker at the moment. Ronnie O'Sullivan and Mark Williams come out to resume battle. Ronnie leading 11 frames to 9. Well, they've both been there before. They've both won the world title twice, and one of them could well go on and win it for a 3rd time. We shall see. Here we are, and in just one moment, frame 21 of a possible 25 will be underway.
I think our referee Jan Verhaas might have his work on in the next hour or so.
Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
It could be half an hour if he only wins 2 quick frames. I'm sure the crowd will give these players the utmost respect. It's a bad break off. He's brought the red down the table. Has he covered it? I don't think so. That's a loose one. So an immediate chance for Mark Williams to the middle. This all comes down to who wants it badly enough.
Six. 7.
Ooh, slow down. Well, the adrenaline flowing. He put the red in the corner. He intended to be on the blue, I think, there, I'm sure. But just look where he's finished for the white. I know the table fitter had brushed the table. He wouldn't have ironed it, just brushed it, but it wouldn't be that much faster. Just in behind the yellow. So, yes, I think the adrenaline flowing there with Mark. We've had some terrific finishes already today, and I'm sure we're in for another one here. What a day, snooker. Good shot. I can tell you in the betting at the present time, Mike, 11 frames to 9. Ronnie O'Sullivan is still 6-1 on to win the match. Mark Williams at 7-2 against. That's a fair price for Mark at 7-2.
It is. He's only 2 frames in arrears.
And there's that thing where he holds the rest in there. Strong wrists there needed.
Yes, not a shot I would recommend.
She has done corrected in the betting now. Ronnie just at 5-1 and Mark at 100-30. It's changing all the time, of course. But if Ronnie were to win this frame and make it 12-9, he goes a massively strong favourite. That's a pretty good safety shot, I'd say. That white is as tight as it could be on that balk cushion. This will be a terrific shot if he's taking this red on. Nah, just the safety. Not bad in the safety department. Well, yes, he has left this red on there, the right corner. But Mark's going to have to play it with a lot of left-hand side to square up the white so he doesn't cannon into anything. Great shot. He avoided the colours. Has he got a nice kiss there? Ooh, that will do. That brown is on. That will do nicely. Well, that thought about it.
5. Six. 13. $14. 21. 22.
Short on the blue. It's got to take the cue ball in and out of the ball carrier. Well, that's a great shot. It slows down. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect.
$28. 34. 35. 42. 43.
What a great opportunity to pull another one back. This would set the nerves jangling, and I'm not just talking about the two players.
$50.
This is only the second time that Mark has reached the 50 mark since frame 6, would you believe?
Well, he's done well there because he was concerned that he might get the double kiss on the second red. Blues the shot, I would think. Down for the red near the yellow. Take the blue into the corner. Well, he's looking at the black. Well, he needs a colour because then any of these will be frame ball. No, sorry, there's 67 left. He needs the blue and the red. Well, the red must pass the yellow. That's a fantastic shot.
56.
Just this red to make it 11-10. It's
57.
game on. I'm getting that excited. I can't count properly. Mind you, there's no change there then.
61. $60. 62.
He knew that was in as soon as he struck it.
When the going gets tough, what do they say?
$69. 70.
Well, this has been superb. I mean, Ronnie just got the cue ball not in the right position, not from his safety. He left mark that red to the corner, and the rest is history.
78.
It's been absolutely superb.
Mark Williams, 78.
78 from Mark Williams.
One.
Oh, Ronnie just taking the opportunity to keep his queuing arm going. Perfectly entitled to do this. No hope of winning the frame, of course.
Six. 8. Frame conceded. Ronnie.
He's had enough, so the frame conceded, and so there's just one frame in it, with a possible 4 frames remaining. Ronnie O'Sullivan 11, Mark Williams 10.
Thank you.
Ronnie O'Sullivan
22.
and Mark Williams battling it out here for
Mark
a
Williams
place
to break.
in the semi-finals of this 888.com World Championship. And what a battle this has proved to be. We've had some cracking matches so far this year. We've still got 2 semi-finals and a final to come. Who knows what else is still in store for us.
That's an excellent shot. Ronnie can definitely see the red in the middle of the table. I'm not sure if you can see the right-hand side of the pack as we look. That's the shot he would like to play. Well, perhaps you can just see enough of this. Touch of right-hand side on the cue ball. Well, he's playing ball, so you can see the edge of this red. Well played. Nearly in behind the brown, but, well, he's left a tempter here for Mark. He's tempted. Wasn't far away. Well, he's got the cue ball to the side cushion, which helps a little. I'm just wondering if Ronnie can see this red between pink and black spot. If you can see enough of it, he can cut this to the corner. Oof, wasn't far away. Yeah. There's a decision. Does Mark take this one on here? And he might be able to avoid everything. Well played. Bang in the middle. Well, no points for guessing the next shot. There's no way he'll set this green on, just in behind it.
Mark Williams, 1.
Good red. He's got him control of the table. Just under 1,000 people in this Crucible Theatre watching the finish of this match, and you can hear a pin drop. This is tricky. Well, he's looking to put the white in the side of the pack there amongst most of the reds. That's probably about the safest place, actually. There's those 4 reds together, just this side and to the left of the black. If you can get into the middle of those, it might not be too bad. That's an option, that's what he's been looking at, but to get there and also finish dead weight on that red, if he slides by that red and black, he's bound to leave the one to the right corner. That has to be very accurate indeed. Well, it's over a minute now, nearly 1.5. Well, he's going the other way. So he must be playing on this red in the right corner. He's gone round this.
Foul and a miss.
It will go back because there's nothing. Well, there is a red on there for Mike, but it's not that easy. Well, he's contemplating this red to the left corner. He's going to be clattering into things. Might not guarantee him position. I fancy this to go back.
What's that one here, Mark?
He's trying it again. Trying to get dead weight on this red on the right hand side. Oh, this looks better. This looks very good. What a shot. Oh. I think he's left the red on though, but what an escape.
Well, he was always going to be struggling to get on a colour from that.
Yellow ball.
Well, he's nominated yellow. I think he's going to have to swerve a little round that red. Yep.
Mark Williams, 1. Ronnie. Four.
Pink and black tied up. And he's going to have to come back for the blue.
Five. Ten. 11.
Let's not forget that Mike was 10-6, 10-7 down, 11-8 down. Wonderful chance to level the matchup.
$17.
Should nudge the pink here, really. Medium pace. Split a few open. Well, I can't believe he's played at that pace. He's still got the red to middle. I thought he would have played that much harder and scattered them. He obviously didn't want to take the risk of pushing one near a corner pocket or in. Can he cannon the black here with this, or will he go around the reds for the blue? Went for the black. He's out of position now. That white could land near the side cushion. Well, now he's got a bit of work to do to get on the next red. I'm very surprised at that previous blue that he played there, Mike. It was perfect to nudge the pink out, and I thought, well, you know, if he hits it at medium pace, hits it well, scatters the reds, well, he could have been on for 50, 60, 70 there. But one good pot in position here, it should be okay. There's one there, the right-hand red will go. Well, he's keeping this break going purely through potting, actually.
28.
We know how well he does that.
Well, you can only pot your way out of trouble so many times, really. And eventually you just run out of position more and more. That's the danger.
Well, he's seemed to have... Well, he's back now.
29.
He's played two wonderful shots there, one on the blue and that one on the red to put him back in prime position. He's having to work very hard for these, for the pink and black tied up.
$34.
Well, he had that superb 78 break in the last to make it 11-10, and this is,
35.
at the moment, is equally as good. Now then, will he nudge them, or will he keep a tight rein on that cue ball? Two reds go there.
40.
I think he's just going to pick them off. If this would have been early in the match, he would have scattered them. But at this stage, he's taking what's there. But he won't be too happy with that one. He's underhit it. There's two reds he can play on. Well, he's played on the left red to the left corner.
46.
Well, he's been sitting in that chair for some time. Ooh.
Mark Williams, 46.
Well, he's missed the red, but just look where the white finished.
Yes, he'll settle for that.
I think he's playing on this red right of the black. It's a great shot. Yes, it goes to the middle, but I don't know whether Mark will play that. He has done. And it's just dipped in a little bit with the nap. Well, that's two pockets have gone the opposite way, because we saw on this table early on today with Graham Dott play one into the right centre, and it went the other way. That's dipped in like it should do. For the other one earlier today, it went to the left instead of dropping into the right. Strange. Clever shot. He just took the opportunity to try and bring a red into the open, but he hasn't covered it. And Mark's in the mood at the moment. I expect him to knock this in. Well, he's just played the safety of it, actually. Well, he's tempting Ronnie with this red to the middle, but I can't see him taking that on at this stage. Avoid the double kiss. Not too bad. Could have been worse. Well, I was just wondering if that red went or not. I think it did.
Now we know.
Oh, what a shot.
Bit of Ronnie O'Sullivan magic there. He's got to just play the roll-up, surely.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 1.
Well, one of the alternatives he's contemplating here is side and top cushion and the glancing blow off the reds in the middle of the table. He's just having a look at that one right now to see what percentage there is in aiming for that one.
Well, that would be a miss.
And a miss.
A missed call, but the red is on.
Ronnie O'Sullivan
It will
4.
pass the black. Not sure if Ronnie will take the miss. Well, the chance was there to put some points on the board and bite into this deficit in this frame. I think the red right of the pink will go to the corner. He's got some angle to try and nudge them, but that would be a terrific shot. Needs some power to do that. Well, he's missed them. He's nowhere now.
8.
That's end of break. Just wanted to nudge that red half full. Well, he was hoping to split the other two reds with that one, send the white down the table. If he'd have done that, Mark would have been snookered. But he can see some of this red. 39 the difference, 51 on the table. Well, that was a thin one. Good shot.
I wonder whether Mark can see just a fraction of the red to the right of the pink.
Yes, that was enough.
Well, still plenty on for Ronnie to take this frame.
I'm just wondering if Mark will, this red near the pink, well, you'll try and cut it back into the left corner. You can avoid the rest with the cue ball. Close. It's got a good white though. Mind you, it's going close to that corner. Very close. And lucky, if he'd got the pot, he wouldn't have got that angle enough. A bit too thin. What a shot. I wasn't sure he was going to take that on or not, so just play safe. But wonderful pot.
Mark Williams, 1.
Still enough for Ronnie, but of course he's in a spot of bother here. Good hit. And a good finish.
Mm, 43 on the table, 36 in the game. He's got to be careful here. If he tries to hit this red on the cushion thin, he could push it to the corner. And you would like to try and push this red towards the blacks and the white down the table. Well, I think he's playing cushion first here, the one near the pink. Push the red up the table. Well, if that goes behind the black, that's a very clever shot indeed. A little bit fortunate because the red cannoned off the pink, but that was well thought out. Ronnie's problem here is that he's got to take the white down the other end of the table now because of that red near the middle pocket. Yeah, it's a little bit fortunate there for Mark, but I knew could see what he was doing because obviously if he hasn't snookered Ronnie on this red, he would be able to cut it to the middle. Now let's see what Ronnie will do with this. He's got to get the white down the other end of the table. If that white doesn't go in, that's a great shot.
Foul.
Unlucky.
Mark Williams, 4.
Well, there's still enough there. 40 in the game, 43 on the table. Well, what a massive frame this is for both players for different reasons, of course. Ronnie's not happy with that. He might have got away with that, actually. Yes, this frame to level things up, 11 all or 12-10, which will leave Ronnie needing one more frame for a semi-final place. But he's left this red on. Well played. He didn't miss many of those when the pressure's on. Great red.
1.
It's looking like 11 apiece. What a fight back. Remember, Mark was 10-6 behind. He was 11-8 behind. And now it looks like going 11 all.
Mark Williams, 1.
Will Ronnie concede? Perhaps not at this stage. Well, he's caught the red, but I think he's left it on. He will concede now.
Frame conceded. Frame
Yep.
Mark Williams.
So well done, Mark Williams. He's taken another. He's gone from 11-8 to 11 apiece. 3 on the bounce for the Welshman. What a final closing stage this is proving to be. 3 of a possible 25 here at the Crucible Theatre in this gripping
6.
quarter-final between himself and Ronnie O'Sullivan. Ronnie looked to be well on top at 10-6 and then again at 11-8.
7.
But since then, Mark Williams has come back at him so strongly. So it's come down to the best of 3 for a place in the semis.
12. 13.
Well, it seems as though the impetus is now with the Welshman.
$20. 21.
If Mark does beat Ronnie, then Ronnie has lost his chance to retain his world #1 ranking.
$28. 29. 36. 37. 38.
He was going so well.
37.
Well, if Ronnie could knock this red in down the cushion here, bound to be on the black, he's got the perfect angle to come off the cushion into the reds. 2 shots here, you can get the frame open, who knows? Missed the red.
By a long way.
Well, he's also left one to the middle. Well, he really came across that one. Well, now then, this is an easier chance than the last one. You had to go for that, really.
One.
You play the yellow here, play the red, just right to the pink spot. Well, this is great stuff, Mike. We've had 125 framer today. Are we going to have another one?
I think there's every chance, Mike.
I don't know. Can we stand this?
It's not doing my nerves any good, I tell you.
4.
Well, again, the perfect angle to split the 5 reds. He should play it. If he gets it right, it could be 12-11. Well, he's pushed one towards the middle. That's not bad. That's okay. He's nudged them. He's got 3 reds in the open. Okay, he might have to work on the others a little bit later on, but at least he's got reds on. Perfect.
17. 18.
I'm just thinking, right, if people are watching at home, if they can't get a buzz watching this sort of stuff, the 2 lads hammering away like this, well, I'm sorry, we can't help you.
Yes, and trying to be strictly neutral, I have to say that I admire the play of both of these 2, and
26.
quite honestly, I don't really mind which of them gets through to the semi-finals, because it does mean that at least one great name and one great snooker player is going to entertain us for at least another 3 days.
33.
They've both played some great snooker in this match, the pair of them. It's been terrific stuff to watch.
34.
Once again, the crucible has come up trumps.
We were wondering if anything would surpass that Hendry Bond match. Well, this is close. I don't think it's quite
41.
there yet because of the finish of that final black ball game with Stephen and Nigel.
42.
Well, I tell you what, the Graham Neil Robertson match came very close to it as well. Goodness me.
Absolutely.
Well, Mark made the initial running in this frame.
49.
Now it's Ronnie.
50.
Well, this is his first half century for quite a while. In fact, going back to frame 16, when he concluded that fantastic run this afternoon, winning the session 6 frames
56.
to 2. Now then, is it Ronnie who is going to go 12-11 in front?
57.
It's beginning to look that way. He may well have weathered the storm.
65.
There will be an almighty cheer from his supporters if he wins this frame.
68.
Looks like Mark's going to have to win both the remaining frames.
72.
Well, this has been a magnificent response from the world's number one. I said earlier on,
77.
it will come down to the player who wants it the most. Well, pick a winner out of this.
83.
Well, obviously, Ronnie has gone favourite now. 1 up with 2 to play. A 90 clearance from the world number one. He's back in business. Just when he needed it most. After seeing Mark Williams come back at him with 3 in a row, Ronnie O'Sullivan has defiantly won frame 23. It is great. They've won 4 world titles between them, these two. And who knows, one of them might make that 5 come Monday evening. Ronnie looking then for 1 more frame for a place in the semi-finals. Had a terrific match against Ryan Day in the last round. Remember that. Ryan led him 9-7 going into the final session. Could so easily have made it 11-7. Had great chances in both those first 2 frames, Ryan. But again, Ronnie weathered the storm just as he appears to have done
Frame
here.
24. Mark Williams to break.
So, frame 24 of a possible 25 in this pulsating quarter-final between the world number 1, Ronnie O'Sullivan, and the world number 9, Mark Williams. And now the pressure just a little bit back on Mark here. He has to win this to take it into a 25th and deciding frame. Well, we've already had one of those today, Graham Dott and Neil Robertson. Goodness, I don't know whether we can stand the pace of another one.
How many days have we got left? Might need to put the reserves in. Oh, that's a red. These 2 lads have lifted their game so much this evening in this session. Incredible. You just cannot get better than this.
So,
6.
Ronnie first in what could prove to be the
7.
deciding frame.
He's not one to falter either,
15.
getting over the winning line.
$22. 23.
'Don't need commentary, just speaks for itself.
28.
wonderful. This match has been absolutely wonderful.
29.
Might play a little cannon on the right and red here. Well played. He's on one. He's nudged the other one. He's also low on this red, so in potting this one, he should split a few more. I don't think he can stay on the black. He might go back for the blue. Oh, look at this. Oh.
Pure magic.
I think he would have expected a few more to move there, but he's still got 3 reds in the open. Pure genius. Mike Williams is not untalented either.
42.
Great stuff. Ominous signs.
$43.
Oh, well, Ronnie, how could you possibly miss that?
43.
Going too well. Got too casual.
Settle down, please.
You can't believe it either. Great shot. Well, yes, the black's on, but the green is the shot to go into them. I think there might be one at the back of the pack actually that goes, but will he attempt to split them? I think so. Oh, not bad. Not bad now.
Not bad for a left-hander.
4.
Much easier shot, that one, for the left-hander to take.
5.
How did he miss that black, eh?
Need to get a good angle on the blue here to try and split them.
11.
He's actually played on the pink. Needs to go a touch higher. I think he's just got the angle to screw into these reds. Well, unlucky. That could have been better.
17.
I think the right and red will go to the left corner, but he would have expected an easier one than this. Having said that, if he can chip this red in, the black is waiting.
Mark Williams, 17.
Well, that wasn't a pot. That was a safety. But he's still 26 points behind. If only I could have got those reds open better. That was so close. I wasn't sure whether he was going to take that on or not, or play safe off it, but it was very close. But he's left it. Great shot. Now, slow down. Needs a kiss on the brown. He's missed that. Well, in behind the black. Second prize.
Mark Williams, 1.
Looking to rest dead weight on the 3. Always come off them. I tell you what, it's not bad, but can Mark see the middle one of the 3? Ronnie's just coming around to have a look at it. It's touching ball, which means Mark can play away, but again, can Mark pot the middle one? He's looking at the right hand one now. No, I would say he can't see enough of that middle one, but he can definitely pot the outside one. Well, he's just settling himself. No. Oh, he's left it. That might be Mark's last shot in this year's World Championship. Ronnie already with a 25-point lead. If he pops this red in, gets on the colour, well, if Mark had got the angle there correct, the white would have gone much further down the table because it would have been thinner on the red. He would be very disappointed with that shot at this stage. Great shot. It's perfectly on the blue. He could play a little nudge into the red right of the pink here. This has got to be a precise positional shot. If he could get this cannon full ball on the right and red, leave himself on the other 2, it could be all over. Well, that's just as good.
6.
Just needs 2 more reds to put himself into the semi-final. But he hasn't got the right angle on this red. He's got to play a good shot to get back for the blue. He might have to screw into that red he's next to, a deep screw shot, and then let it go again towards the blue. I'm not sure whether he can get off the side cushion.
He'll have to power it through, I think.
He's looked at the red to the corner, but he should play this with a lot of backspin and hopefully come through that red for the blue. Well, he's played with topspin, what that will do.
7.
Well, he's got to elevate the cue here. He can't drop this in. He's 32 the lead. He needs 1 more red. He's got to play the white in and out of bulk for this red. Needs to miss everything. He's done that. What a great shot. That shot should win him this match. That shot should put him in tomorrow's semi-finals. You've got to feel for Mark Williams. Mark has definitely played his part in this match.
Left-handed shot, I think, has made it absolutely certain now.
What can you say? What a day snooker we've had. What a match.
Well, that's the icing on the cake for Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's definitely there now. But let's not forget that Mark Williams has played his part in this terrific quarter-final. Well, the handshake will surely come now.
19, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Yes, indeed it does. Mark Williams is out of his chair to congratulate Ronnie O'Sullivan on his victory. And Ronnie marches on to possibly a third world title. Who knows? There are still 5 more days of competition to go. 3 days for the semi-finals, 2 for the final. But Ronnie is there in the semi-final, having beaten Mark Williams in a terrific quarter-final here by 13 frames to 11. So Ronnie now knows that he will meet Graham Dott in the semi-final over the best of 33 frames.